Fans of 19 Kids and Counting, and its spin-off Counting On watched Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar's children grow up over the years. Since the TLC shows were cancelled, many of their adult kids have continued to share family and life updates on social media. However, Janna Dugger's kids' dangerous behavior recently caught the eye of her critics. Janna and her husband, Austin Forsyth, married in May 2017. The couple have welcomed 3 children: Gideon, 6, Evelyn, 4, and Gunnar, 17 months. In a recent video, the busy mom captured how excited her kids were during a festive holiday outing. Unfortunately for Janna, critics drew attention to a safety issue instead. In December 2024, Janna took to Instagram with a video that surely brought a smile to her followers' faces. Once again, the drive-through Christmas lights was a hit. She captioned her update, "There is nothing like seeing your kids' eyes light up during the Christmas season." The clip showed Gunnar laughing and squealing with delight as they drove by an elaborate lights display set to music. Meanwhile, Gideon and Evelyn stood with their heads poking out of their sunroof with big smiles while dancing. 22 seconds of pure Christmas joy, Janna wrote on the clip. Drive-through Christmas lights. In the comments, Janna's followers shared their reactions to the sweet family video. One Instagram user wrote, "Pure excitement. Love it." Another follower declared, "Wow, the children's faces said it all. Definitely put a smile on my face." Someone else commented, "Aw, their faces. Gideon is suddenly looking so grown up. It flies by so fast, doesn't it?" Although most comments were positive, some Instagram users pointed out that the kids were not buckled into their car seats while in a moving vehicle. "How dangerous to let your kids hang out the window," one follower commented. Meanwhile, a second person wrote, "They can view just fine from their car seats." Others defended Joy and Austin, with one replying, "They can do just fine without your opinion," and another quipped, "It's so dangerous." But thankfully the kids could run faster than their vehicle is moving in this video. It's unclear whether the drive-through lights are a family tradition for Janna and Austin, but Instagram users were positive it would be someone Gideon, Evelyn, and maybe even Gunnar would always remember. One Instagram user shared, "You and Austin just created a memory they will never forget. That might be the first memory Gunnar remembers. My first real memory is from about the same age." Another agreed, exclaiming, "What a wonderful family memory." Janna Dugger and Caitlin Nakatsu await their twin daughter's arrival. The couple announced they were expecting twins earlier this year, and their due date is approaching. Jed and Kate are the first couple to welcome twins in the family, and Jed is a fraternal twin. They have not yet announced whether they are expecting fraternal or identical girls or revealed their names. Kate did show the nursery that was done up for the girls, but that's all the couple has shared. Kate has shared a few bump updates as she continues to carry the babies to term. Her most recent update poked fun at her slow walk, but she was on pace with her son, Truett. As her due date draws near, Caitlin Nakatsu is still active with her kids and husband, Janna Dugger. On Instagram, Katie shared a video to the couple's joint account and a new account that is her own. The video featured her walking on a sidewalk at the same pace as her toddler, Truett. She joked that she finally found someone who walked her pace as they strolled down the sidewalk in a town decorated with lights for Christmas. Katie called herself and Truett the perfect pair. The video highlighted Katie's growing baby bump, which was hugged by a rust-colored maternity shirt. She wore jeans, which appear to be accepted in the Duggar family after years of being forbidden. When the twins arrive this winter, Janna Dugger and Caitlin Nakatsu will have their hands full. Truett and Nora are 2 and 1, respectively, and adding 2 newborns will put them at 4 children under 2. May will change things when both Truett and Nora celebrate their birthdays, putting the family at 4 under 3. Katie has been incredibly active with the children throughout her pregnancy, and Jed has often praised his wife. they could end up being the Duggar couple that rivals Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar in the number of children they welcome. Currently, Josh and Janna Dugger have the most children, with 7, but they are done. Only one known couple has 4 children, Joseph Duggar and Kendra Caldwell. The baby watch is in full swing as the twins could arrive anytime. Katie's January due date likely won't be reached, as twins are typically born early. New photos of Janna Dugger are circulating the internet and causing quite a commotion due to the former reality star's changed appearance and her choice of attire. Janna, who is the wife of disgraced 19 kids and counting star Josh, was snapped by the paparazzi this week while attending an event in Arkansas. While Janna has stood by her locked-up lover, Josh, as he serves his 151-month prison sentence, she has not appeared publicly since Josh's sentencing in May 2022. In the new photos, posted by The Sun, Janna seems unaware that she's being photographed as she walks out the door of some sort of community center. Wearing a babby sweater and sporting shorter, natural-colored hair, Janna's look has changed significantly since Josh's sentencing, where she was sporting fresh blonde highlights and a form-fitting dress, despite just having had a baby a few months before. Even more shocking than Janna's changed appearance was the fact that the mom of 7 was sporting pants, specifically jeans. As Counting On fans are aware, Janna and the other Duggar girls only wore dresses and skirts up until a few years ago, when some of the adult Duggar girls began to ease up on the family's ban on pants and began to wear jeans and other pants. Janna, however, had never really sported pants publicly, even after Josh was sent to prison. Earlier this month, Duggar fans got a rare update on Janna's current life as a single mom of 7. Mrs. Josh Duggar is reportedly earning money as a dog breeder and still living in a warehouse on her in-laws' property while awaiting her husband's 2032 release from prison, The Sun reported. While awaiting Josh's release, Janna has reportedly turned to breeding golden retrievers in order to provide for her large family in her husband's absence. Like many in the Duggar family, Janna continues to homeschool her 7 children. However, her 3 sons reportedly partake in local sports within the community. Janna has been seen bringing her sons to basketball games weekly and watching them play from the stands, a source told The Sun. She socializes with people and appears to have made friends with basketball parents. Despite remaining in Arkansas, Janna continues to travel to Texas, where Josh is imprisoned, with her children fairly regularly. Back in August 2023, Josh's cousin Amy Duggar King and his aunt Deanna revealed that they had an in-person interaction with Janna that did not go well. Amy and Deanna stated that, while at a visitation for a friend who had recently passed away, they bumped into Janna. "Oh my gosh, she looks so angry," Deanna said of Janna. "Furious. She looked so ticked at the word," added Amy, stating that she was startled to randomly see Janna's face after so many years. "I said, 'Janna,' and I kind of patted her back," Amy said. "And she said, 'Just give me space.' So I gave her space. You didn't hug her and I walked away. So, you guys, she knows that I have been talking about her, and I have been trying to reach her. She obviously knows that I am putting this out there, like, 'Janna, you don't have to be alone in this. We're here for you, we're here to protect your children.' But she made it clear tonight that she does not want our help. She does not care for our help, and she's gonna do whatever Janna does." You can watch Amy and Deanna's TikTok about their 2023 interaction with Janna below. When you consider how long they've been famous, it's amazing how much of their lives the Duggars have been able to keep hidden from public view. The internet age has made it more difficult than ever for them to keep their secrets, but the Counting On clan still adheres to a code of silence strict enough to rival the 5 families of the New York Mafia. That announcement seemed to open the floodgates, and these days, Jim Bob is taking legal action to ensure that his family's secrets remain secret. Jim Bob's sons-in-law have been under especially close scrutiny in recent months. He seems to have rocky relationships with some, namely Derek and Jeremy Vuolo, while others, such as Ben Seawald and Austin Forsyth, have managed to pass muster. Interestingly, however, the ones who have earned the Jim Bob seal of approval have exhibited some of the most questionable behavior. Take Austin, for example. He's rumored to have been hand-selected for Janna Dugger by her father, and it's not hard to see why. Austin's family observes the same ultra-strict religious traditions as Jim Bob, and nowhere is their hardcore fundamentalism more evident than at the family's summer camp facility. We've been hearing rumors about the Forsyths camp for years, and those who have experienced it say the Bible-thumping goings-on reveal that Austin's family is even more strict in their beliefs than the Duggars. Of course, the Forsyths are insanely strict about who gains admittance, so such first-hand accounts are hard to come by. Fortunately, the r/Duggersnark subreddit has delivered again with a post from a woman who says she was invited to the camp several years ago and was appalled by what she witnessed. So several asked for my account of the infamous family camp. I think it's held twice a year, but my particular experience happened in October 2015, the post began. My husband was on staff at a previous church when the pastor asked if he and I would attend this camp with a few other families so they could see if it would be a good thing to send other families to, the woman wrote. I was a huge Duggar fan. I'm embarrassed to say I'd followed them for years. My husband couldn't stand them, so he was wary, but I convinced him. But man, as soon as we pulled up, I was freaked. From there, the anonymous camper offered an account likely to make even the most ardent Duggar believer uncomfortable writing. But little did we know that even contemporary Christian music is unacceptable in the Forsyths' world. While walking around, we found pamphlets detailing the evils of or contemporary Christian music, and any music that made you want to dance. I had to endure several lectures, both in sessions and personally from other attendees at dinner, on the dangers of public school, how I should get my child out immediately before she made friends. At some point during the visit, Jim Bob and Michelle gave a speech to the assembled campers. Jim Bob and Michelle got up to speak, and that was the absolute cherry on the fruit cake. This was right after the crap hit the fan, so they were very emotional and open about the witness wrote. Michelle didn't talk. Like I don't know if she wasn't allowed, but she barely said a word, just stared up at JB like he was gold, she added. Tova, they were upset about it all, but it seemed to me it was more about being upset that this all came out. The author of the post concludes by mentioning what an eye-opening experience this was. It's been a while, but I realized then that this was a cult, and I was scarily close to it, she wrote. Well, at least she realized before it was too late. Janna Dugger remains the eldest child to live in the counting on home. As those who follow the TLC family know, Michelle and Jim Bob Dugger have pretty strict rules. Namely, Duggars are not allowed to move out until they are married. Notably, Jim Bob Dugger has tried to set his daughter Janna up with several suitors. Unfortunately, none of them have hit the mark for Janna. Over the years, there have been a lot of rumors as to why Janna Dugger is still single and living at home. One of the rumors is that Michelle and Jim Bob stopped trying to court her so she could continue to do things around the house. Things such as taking care of her siblings, who still live at home, grocery shopping, and tending to the house. Another rumor that makes headlines pretty frequently is Janna Dugger's orientation. Many insist that Janna has not gotten married and moved out of the home because she just isn't into men. Unfortunately, all the theories and rumors regarding why Janna Dugger still lives at home are nothing more than that. Theories and rumors. Now, however, according to the Hollywood gossip, a former employee of the family has come forward. The individual insists they know exactly why Janna Dugger has not married and moved from the house. Here's what we've learned. First of all, it is important to keep in mind this is still technically a rumor. Without speaking to Janna Dugger directly, there is no way to confirm whether this is true. Still, this is what the inside source had to say when speaking to the Hollywood Gossip. Demacy, unfortunately, did move to Georgia last year. So, if Janna and Laura were in any sort of relationship, fans suspect it would have ended when Laura moved. There, however, is also a nasty rumor that Jim Bob Duggar may have had a hand in Laura moving. The Duggar family talked about a variety of topics during an appearance on a live-streamed religious conference on Monday, including their usual babble about their favorite Bible verses, avoiding sin, and whatnot. However, once Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, along with their adult daughter Jessa Blessa Seawald, started answering fans' questions, the answers became a bit more eyebrow-raising. During Jim Bob and Co.'s Luong live stream session, they discussed the interesting ways they instruct their kids to protect their modesty from their siblings. As Duggar fans know, the family has had some problems with this in the past. They also revealed the creepy ways they keep track of their children, even the ones who are now adults. The Ashley took one for the team here and sat through the Duggars' entire Q&A session. She has narrowed it down to the 7 strangest, and sometimes downright creepy, things revealed in the interview. The Duggars have always been outspoken about their desire for their children to remain modest. Monday's live stream took it up a notch on the creep belt, though, when Michelle revealed what Jim Bob tells his unmarried daughters in regard to keeping their bodies pure for their future husbands. Dad always says that you're a special gift, and God has made you so unique and so special that one day you're going to get married, and you're going to have a spouse, and you're going to be this present that's wrapped especially for your future spouse, Michelle said. Because the scripture talks about your body is his, and his is yours, so you want to keep that special package wrapped nice and clean and neat. For years, the Duggars have helped hawk religious-based protection software called Covenant Eyes, and Michelle revealed in this interview that the family still places the software on its computers and phones. It will give us a report each day, and I can see, at a glance from an email, any questionable things or sites they visited, Michelle said. It opens up whatever's been viewed, and so I appreciate that. That has been a real help. Michelle said that they, like a lot of parents, are cautious about letting their younger children have screen time or devices of their own, as they feel they become a distraction from other things. However, the Duggars' feelings about devices also apparently apply to their children who are over the age of 18. Some of our adult children have waited to get an iPhone or something like that, Michelle said, adding, and then when they do get the phones, we put the safeties on them. But Michelle insisted that the adult children want their online activities to be watched by their parents, or something. They ask for that, Michelle said. You realize that in a moment of weakness, or at the split second where something comes up on the screen, when it isn't even connected to what you were searching for, it can be that quick that you might see something that can cause you to be tempted and stumble. The Duggars say they know their kids are going to have some naughty thoughts during puberty, no matter how many devices they monitor or how many restrictions they put on them. Michelle revealed how she and Jim Bob handle impure thoughts at the Duggar house. There will be times where you're gonna think a bad thought, Michelle explained to the viewers, and you'll go, wow, I've never thought that before. I say, share that. Bring that thought to Jesus, and then run and tell your parents. God gave you a mom and dad who want to pray you through these years. Michelle and Jim Bob both said they often confront their kids to make sure they haven't given in to naughty temptations. I ask them, how have you done today? Have you been tempted? and usually they just start pouring everything out, Michelle said. While the Duggars didn't specifically mention the 2015 scandal that rocked their family, when it was publicly discovered that their oldest son Josh had inappropriately touched 4 of his younger sisters during his teen years, they did discuss some of the house rules that are now in place to keep siblings from getting too close. We've always kind of encouraged our kids to go to the restroom by yourself. You shower and you bathe, and you lock the door so that nobody accidentally walks in. Keeping covered, Michelle said. She also discussed how she instructs her daughters to stay modest even while at home. The Duggars have often stated that they believe clothing that doesn't fully cover from neck to knees helps to defraud the men in their lives and cause them to be tempted. I always say, don't play peekaboo. Don't wear something low that when you bend over you're going to play peekaboo, Michelle said. Or, don't wear something that's too short that's going to reveal when you're sitting down. Jim Bob alluded to the family's hard times during the discussion. We've gone through a lot of different heavy things, raising 20 kids, but we know that as we turn our hearts to God and have them turn their hearts to God, things can work out, he said. Years ago, Jim Bob talked about the evils of the cellular phone and, judging by his statements on Monday, his feelings about the devices have not changed much with the passage of time. I think one of the biggest struggles in today's world are these electronic devices. I think they're one of the greatest assets, but it also has the most dangers of anything we've ever faced, he said. Jim Bob admitted that their sons struggle more than their daughters to resist the seductive lure of sinful activities offered by cell phones and devices with internet access. Again, their oldest son Josh was caught using the interwebs for a bunch of unholy things a few years back. If there's secret sin and sins you're viewing, and you're going down that path, you can really get off track in a hurry. So we ask our kids about how they're doing, Jim Bob said. Maybe someone's talked about something, or maybe someone's shown them something that's bad. Michelle said her older kids willingly turn in their phones and turn off their computers at night in order to prevent themselves from being tempted. Watch the full interview below.